is up, folks? Welcome once again for another session of Let's Chat with me, Meor Addelan. Now, we are going to be talking about something that everybody needs to be concerned about. And this is about branding. Now, I'm not talking about branding of a company. I'm not talking about a brand that you should go buy whenever you go out to a mall, for instance. I'm talking about your own self-branding. How it is that one should do or consider in order for them to have a very proper, healthy, and may I add, professional self branding. And to talk about branding, I have with me a very special guest. Ladies and gents, may I introduce to you Miss Hafie Mustapha. Hey, Hafie, how are you?
Hi, Meor.
All right, thank you
Nice
so
to
much
see
for
you.
being on the show.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right. On top of the show, as I was saying that in Malaysia, it was reported actually some while back that Malaysia has hit a significant number of unemployment. We're talking about an exceed of more than 600,000 people who lost their jobs, who don't
Mm.
have jobs right now, who can't sustain properly within this testing times. And I just want to ask you, like, how bad is it? The reality of it, in your own opinion, how bad is Malaysia right now in regards of unemployment and people,
Oh,
losing jobs?
okay. Meor, what I can say as a headline is really bad. I've read somewhere, according to our Malaysia's Department of Statistics, they recorded that it's the worst in the decade. Last March, they recorded of increase of 17.1 of unemployed, and this is actually an impact from the MCO recently. And we're talking about 15.23 million working population, and among them is also 2.8 million of business owners, um, freelancers, farmers, and those who are not actually attached day by day working in office.
Yes, exactly as you mentioned. But right now, Happy, it's every man or every woman for themselves actually right now because you have to be a bit selfish in thinking that this is your own thing. You have to sustain. You have to be able to move forward and trying to survive right now. And what
Mhm.
kind of things that these people, us, the masses of Malaysians, what can we do in order to sustain ourselves moving forward?
When this happened, the competition actually went higher. So the
Mm.
any opportunity may knock anytime. So you could not actually drown in your emotions of losing job. Some people they get depression and staying at home without doing nothing. You need to pick up yourself and become sellable again. The first of all, you need to market yourself again. Pull up yourself, update your CV, and manage your self branding. This is very important uh, because this is a critical point which can turn your important moment in life. So, with not doing these important things, you may not, getting the best opportunity from these employers who's looking new talents. But how to do it? There's a few steps that you need to do. So number one, the simplest way, or first and foremost, please update your CV.
Mhm.
CV may sound a bit simple,
Mhm.
but sometimes people neglect this. You could actually reach out for professional assistance, even as simple as you should ask around your friends, your family, even any PR or HR practitioner, and then ask them, hey, whether my CV is good enough. How do
Mhm.
you see me in my CV or resume? And then any improvement that I should do. Okay. And then when we're talking about CV, there's a lot of things that you could, put little things and detailing into it. For
Mhm.
example,
Yep.
photo, your photo. Um, sometimes I had the experience to interview candidates. They send me a very lovely CV with a
Mm.
nice photo. But when that person individually came to see me for the session, for the interview session, it's like 180-degree difference from the photo.
Wow.
It's a frustration among interviewer panelists in Meor, because
Mm.
sometimes, okay, you see a lovely photo, you see a very charming person, and then they come for an interview without makeup.
Granted, some may even declare that I can speak English 9 out of 10, but in actual fact, they would have problems when they wanted to converse with us. Now, do you think this is just blatant lie, or is it just something that they're just nervous about whenever they meet up with their potential boss? What do you think?
It's a mixture, Mio. It's a mixture. Sometimes they may feel a bit nervous. Sometimes they are lack of exposure.
Mhm,
But nevertheless, they should not come to any interview without preparation. They
mm,
should practice. They should do their homework. They even should do some research about the company, so that will make them comfortable speak out about whatever that the interviewer will ask.
mhm,
Um, and then we're talking about dressing up.
mm,
Okay, there's no such thing as overdress. As
mm,
long you look professional and you are comfortable. To make yourself and to create your self branding, you need to have that identity.
mm,
Uh, it's nothing wrong for you to be a little bit of unique in a
mm.
way, even if you go to a management position, for example, human resource. You putting up colored blazer, just a simple accessories. That's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't mark those position as a
As a
simple,
boring position, like,
boring.
HR or an
Yeah, yeah,
accountant, that
yeah,
kind of a thing,
yeah.
right?
Trust me, if you look into the industries, what is happening currently, these are the characteristic of people who fly up there easily because they
Mhm.
get noticed easily.
And
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
my question to you, Hafie, is that how important is it to actually have your own unique personal brand when you want to show this off to your potential employers? How important is this?
Oh, if there's any word above important, it is very important.
Well, we'll find the
you
vocab
you
for
you
that.
can't
Much more. I mean,
deny that,
it's more
really.
important than important. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you can't deny that. You can't deny that because even with this, high competitions in
Mm,
getting jobs in our current situation nowadays, you need to do something, especially with the first impression. So we're talking about first impression. That's just like, what people look at you, physically, cosmetically. We also should make sure that we have the right body contact.
mm.
Last time, before we have COVID-19, we shake hand, right?
Yep.
Even shake hand, you have certain way of doing that. You know,
Yep. Imagine your
you can't
potential, somebody who
take it
wants to work for you,
simply.
Happy. Imagine he or
Yeah,
she would just come up to you like, okay, high five, boss. First time
yeah,
meeting. Imagine if that were to happen. How mad will you be?
yeah. In fact, for women, for those ladies out there,
Mm,
your lipstick color
mm.
also plays an important role.
Right. Now let's jump
Yes.
into the realm of branding, personal
Mm-hmm.
branding in social media. A lot of people right now, a lot of potential employers actually uses social media to do a bit of an investigation to find out
Mm-hmm.
more a bit about their candidates or who they want to hire and everything. So, as an individual who's actually looking out for work, what
Mm-hmm.
kind of brandings or what kind of the do's and don'ts that you need to adhere to in regards of social media personal branding, because this could affect with the your employment in the future, doesn't it?
Well, that's true. I know few of my colleagues, accountants who practice human resource. They do some research through social media's account. You can see that nowadays employer they ask for your social media account.
Mm.
If you notice, well, they do that. First of all, I have to say this. Please don't treat your social media account as your diary, as your personal diary. Every
Okay.
single personal things you want to put it there, you want to post it there. Yeah, this is much is like an open platform for everybody to see you.
Mm.
So 101 principle, please don't treat it as your personal diary. It is not. It's an open platform for people to see you, to judge you.
Mm.
So please don't. And
All
then
right.
number two, always and always practice positivity in your social media. You know,
Mm.
especially when you do the public posting, everyone can read it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, everyone has their own self-thought, opinion about sometimes politic, community, religion. But when you state something in your social media, be responsible of what you want to put there. You just
Yeah.
don't simply put there, and then when people bang you, and then you tend to use the faulty
Yeah. Harsher
words,
words,
somebody,
inappropriate words and so on.
yeah. And then number three, engage with those who are associated with you in the social media. Sometimes these people, they are like very stingy of their likes, lack
Okay.
of communication. Sometimes they just like, simple comment that could offend people. You have to be super sensitive, but at least, do it in a positive way, in your communication, always. And then I would love to touch more on the don'ts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when we're talking about the situation that losing job, most people, they will express their frustration in social media, and, and they put words about their ex-bosses, about the ex-company, the ex-employer. So this is, something that you should not do. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it reflects of who you are. Even though you have issues with them, handle it with a professional manner.
Mm-hmm.
If it's involved labor law, or legal issues, you just put it in a proper manner. But don't curse, don't put out bad words.
In other
It's
ways,
not.
take it
Yeah.
offline. Do not keep it online.
Yes.
Do not let the
Correct.
world see what is
Correct.
going on. Do not show your dirty laundry to everybody out there. Try
Yes.
to solve
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
issue on the back and
Yeah.
behind the scenes, so that it respects not just to the employees but to you as well as a
Mm.
human being. Hafi, there is
Yeah.
so much more that we want to talk about, but unfortunately we're running out
Mm.
of time. Thank you so much for being on
Okay.
Let's Chat. It has been very insightful. One thing's for sure right now, I will definitely just write my diary on my book and keep it under my pillow. Moving on forward. Thank you so much, Hafi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Right.
All right. That was Hafi Mustapha talking about self branding and talking about how important it is for you to act professionally and properly as a human being if you want to get that chance to be hired next time around. All right. So, folks, that's it for now for another session of Let's Chat with Meor Addelan. Hope to see you guys soon. Take care now. Bye bye.